What is up, guys? This is Colonial Puppet, and this is part 15 of my Let's Build an Airport, the terminal series of the airport. And this is the first episode on PC. I don't know if you can notice. The movements are a lot, I guess, less blurry and faster. And that's because I'm using a mouse, and also I have a gun, which I guess kind of gives it away that I'm on the PC with some mods, and I don't actually want that in my inventory. I had it left over from my other video, and also just playing around on this map. But also, if you are paying attention, you may notice that this is a little bit different than when I left off last episode. Or you may not notice because I haven't been in this part of the airport in a while. I'm actually in the wings of the airport. I'm trying to find, there it is. Alright. Yeah, I'm in the wings, as you can see, this wing, where you put in that cool skylight. And I filled this all in with clay. As you can see, I'll give you some reference. So, like, if you followed along, and you come to here, which, like, right when you go up, and we are having some spikes. Alright. If you come to the front, right, you enter the front of the building, come up these stairs, and look at this. There's glowstone, 2 glass panes, and then that's where you put the clay. I'm just trying to show you some reference points so you know at which level to lay down the clay. It shouldn't be too hard because it matches up with the floor you put down over here, and also the steps. So it's pretty self-explanatory, I guess. But yep, that's where you put it. And I'm gonna just start off by putting some more light sources because it's kind of dark in here. So I'm gonna be putting some torches. And right now I'm running at 60 frames per second. I don't know if the FPS counter is going to show up in the video. Right now it's at 60 frames per second, which it's funny, before I started using Fraps and started recording with it, it was at, I think, like 150 frames per second, 120 frames per second when I was moving around. And immediately when you start that program, it like drops down to 60. And I think it keeps it steady there, because I have it set to 60 frames per second. I don't know if I do change it, though, if it'll do anything. But, yeah. I'm getting used to this new kind of PC setup. And sorry if there's frame drops every once in a while. My laptop isn't the best, but it'll do for now. And honestly, right now I'm just kind of putting in light sources. You can do this however you want. I like pairing lights up with vertical supports to kind of give it some order. A lot of times I see people kind of just put torches all over the place, which is fine if you want to light up a building. Like right now I'm going through some frame rate drops, which I don't know why. Yeah, Fraps and Minecraft are the only programs I have open. Which is funny, because it just dropped from 60 frames to like 30 frames. And like you could definitely tell. It was probably more than that, though. Probably went down to like 15. I know, I'm just very interested in the frame rate for some reason, because it's in the corner. And I'm just kind of lighting up the place before I start putting in like the real interior and whatnot. And the thing I like about torches is they don't really draw too much attention to themselves, so you barely notice them compared to like glowstone. You put glowstone down, I don't know, I've said it 1,000 times, I don't really like the texture, and since it's a giant block, it's kind of hard to miss when you're looking at a building that uses glowstone, which is why I usually put doors over them to make them at least look nicer. And by doors, I mean trapdoors. Which sucks for people who use different texture packs and whatnot, because there are texture packs where the glowstone doesn't look as bad as it does in vanilla Minecraft, which is what I'm using right now. Again, I'm going around looking for places to put light. And I bet you can guess where I'm going to put it next. I'm going to put some here. Around the doors. These will be like storage, because they're right under the stairs. Not good for anything else other than storage, probably. But light's very important, especially in a airport. And I hope it's not picking up the music too much. I'm going to turn down the volume real quick. Alright. Oops. Alright, there we go. Sorry. This is all experimentation. I haven't recorded really anything on the PC yet. I've done some videos showcasing stuff, like the fire department. Which, bad news, I don't know if I said this, but the fire department in my Let's Build a City series that I kind of scrapped, or I guess put on the shelf for now, that fire department was deleted, unfortunately. For those of you who don't know, if you want to reset Minecraft, you just go into the appdata.minecraft and just pretty much delete everything. And then when you open up the Minecraft launcher again, it'll re-download everything. But the thing is, you have to go into your saves and back up your saves first before doing that, and I forgot to do that. So I deleted that save, which was foolish of me. And we are going through some major spikes in frame rate. And I'll definitely fix that. When I got Fraps, I was under the impression that it was pretty much the go-to program for this, for recording or screen capture software. But I don't know, now it's starting to seem like it's awful. Like, I always hear people dissing it and how bad it is. Like right now, that was pretty bad. I don't know why it's doing that, but oh well. It didn't do it when I was filming the one video, but it seems to be wanting to do it now. Alright, so, did that. Now what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start breaking out these windows. Not every one, but every other one. Because these are actually going to be shop windows. Or I guess portals to shops. So I'll break out that one. Actually, you don't have to break out all of them. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to start defining the doors to these places. Like that. There. That'll be a shop window, like so. Kind of like the bookstore. I've been referencing the Modern Warfare 2 map a lot. What is it called? I think it's called Terminal. Yeah, the Terminal map in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Why did I do this? Okay, I get it. Alright, so I do have to break all these, because I kind of... So the where the door is, the windows are going to be kind of out a little bit more compared to these. Alright. And again, do this. But yeah, think of this as like the area in that map. And sorry to the people who haven't played the game, but there's an area in the map, like right before you get to the jetways, where there's a like bookstore and like sunglasses store. Like, this is that area, kind of. Yeah, and even though like the spikes aren't going that far down, like it's reading only dropping from 60 to like 20 frames per second. You definitely recognize it a lot more on the PC. Because one, like I said, the mouse movement is a lot quicker as opposed to controllers, gamepads, which I actually ordered a controller in I ordered an Xbox 360 kind of clone controller for my for my PC. So now I can actually play with or kind of an Xbox controller. It's not an actual Microsoft approved one. At least I don't think it is. And you know, I think I kind of know why it's lagging right now. It could have to do with the fact that I did use MCEdit to fill in the clay, and my cat just tried to attack me. And I guess it's still like, I don't know, processing that and where those blocks came from. Which explains why it's only kind of lagging in this area where there's new blocks. But I could be completely wrong. I'm not very tech savvy, so I don't really know how Minecraft works with that. I try to use MCEdit as little as possible because when I do use it, like the maps I use it on end up having weird, like really low frame rates, which I have to check out. Like this is pretty, like it says it's only dropping to 24 frames per second, but it feels like it's dropping to like 5. And it could very well be, and it could just be giving faulty FPS readings. But then again, it could just be accurate, and given the fact that I'm playing with a mouse that's really quick and there's no motion blur, you really feel the frame drop. PC. Yeah, that's like one of the main differences with PC is like games on consoles, you're pretty much gonna get a constant frame rate because like that's how they all Xboxes have the same specs, so they like make sure it runs well with those specs, so you're not gonna get like drops in frame rate as opposed to any PC game, especially Minecraft, which apparently is not very well coded or whatever. I don't know. I probably shouldn't be talking about this stuff because I have no idea what I'm talking about, but on the forums they always say how badly coded this game is and how poorly optimized it is, which could be a complete lie, but then again it could be true. And my computer has a quad-core Intel i7 CPU. I forget its clock speed or whatever it's called. And I heard this game doesn't do too much on the GPU, which is good because I have like a shitty integrated Intel GPU. That looks alright. But it hogs like a lot of memory or something, I forget. There's something weird about this game. Like there's people who are like, how comes Minecraft doesn't run well on my high-end PC? Like that's like one of the frequently asked questions on like forums and shit. And this is by no means a high-end PC. I'm rambling about the same thing, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of coasting through this. And I talked with the people about the project I'm working on, and they kind of want to keep it a secret, which makes sense because it's like they're rebranding what it is they're doing. So I'm not going to talk about that, and I'm actually going to take this one out. Yep, I just fell through. Clay. I need some clay. So I'm not going to talk about my project yet. They didn't say that I can never talk about it, but they said not right now. So I will respect that and wait until they are comfortable with me talking about it, I guess. There. Holy shit. What to talk about during this boring episode where I'm constantly dealing with awful lag. Lag. Someone has a lag spike. It's like Call of Duty. People always complain about lag switches or whatever. He's got a lag switch. He's a noob. He's hacking. That was always the best. If the next Call of Duty is a World at War, which there's like some talk that it may be, like there's this weird cryptic message where it had a 2. Like it was like 2 and it was in Morse code, which when they translated it from Morse code, it said like it gave like a release date at like this Microsoft thing. And people think it's like a release date for like the trailer, or like the premiere trailer of World War II. Which I guess because it's in Morse code and that's kind of like a pretty outdated form of communication. Something they would use in like World War II. I don't know if it's outdated, but it's not very used. I don't know if the military still uses it. Holy shit, this is awful. I'm gonna definitely replace Fraps because it is a piece of shit right now. At least right now. I wish I had. There's like a. You can pull up this thing that like measures your CPU usage or whatever. Which I don't know why I would be having this much trouble. Because like I said, I think I have a pretty good CPU. As in, it was probably the bulk of this computer's cost. That and like the motherboard and everything else. But yeah. Dude, I would definitely get back into Call of Duty if the next one was a World at War. But let me know what you think in the comments section. Start a conversation, because this is a gaming channel. Would you buy the next Call of Duty if it was Call of Duty World at War 2? Or if you were recently, or not too recently, if you had fallen out with the Call of Duty franchise, would you get back into the Call of Duty franchise if the next Call of Duty was a sequel to the World at War, which released in 2008, I think? Because I know a lot of people say that's like their favorite, and I agree with them. My favorite's Modern Warfare 2, but that's just because I wouldn't say that's because of the quality of the game, but more so the time I played it. A lot of good times. If you want to hear my 2 cents on that game, watch my Modern Warfare 2 video, which isn't too far down in my videos list. I think I released it a couple months ago. But yeah, I picked up World at War after picking up Modern Warfare 2. I actually picked up World at War, I think, after Modern Warfare 3 came out. So it was, by then the servers had gone to shit and it was like horribly, like it was unplayable, the multiplayer at least. But Call of Duty Zombies was a blast, and the campaign was actually really cool. And yeah, the whole sniping missions and stuff like that. I had no idea Gary Oldman voiced the Russian guy. I forget his name. But I dug back to IGN's like earlier videos and saw that he did the voice of that Russian guy who tells you to shoot everyone. I'm talking about World of War, not Modern Warfare 2. I'm not talking about Makarov in Modern Warfare 2, who tells you to shoot everyone in the airport. Wow, we've gone full circle. I'm building an airport while talking about No Russian, which takes place in an airport. And I had a gun, like, in the beginning of the video. It's come full circle. But no, I'm talking about the Soviet guy who you escape the Germans from and take out some guy. Or you meet up with like a ragtag team of Soviets. And, like, you go take out a high-ranking official after like sneaking out of a like execution area. It's a pretty bloody mission, but it's a pretty cool one too. Yeah, but that game's awesome. And I actually did have good memories because, like I said, I bought it myself, like, after Modern Warfare 3 had, like, long since been out, but I also played it with my friend back when it was, like, the current Call of Duty back in, like, 2008. He had it, and I spent the night at his house a couple of times, and we played Call of Duty Zombies all night long. Switched between that, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 4, and Halo 3. Just stayed up all night playing those games, which are really fun. And I'm really tired. I just got done watching American Sniper, which I'm trying to make it, like, or I guess my family, like, we have this thing where we try and watch every movie that's nominated for Best Picture. Last night, or a couple nights ago, we watched Birdman, which was really good. I'd recommend that movie. It's very well done. It's one of those movies that's tricked into looking like it's taken in one entire shot. So, like, the whole movie looks as though it's just one continuous shot, which is pretty cool. And Edward Norton's a really good actor, and I didn't know that. Well, I knew it. I thought he was a pretty okay actor. I didn't really see any. I didn't see him in any roles where he, like, really kind of played an outlandish character, but in this he was really good. The guy who played Batman was also in it. Not the Christian Bale Batman. One of the older Batmans that I personally haven't seen, but I just heard that it was one of the Batmans, which is fitting because the whole movie's about a Hollywood actor who played Birdman, which was like one of those, like, all the superhero movies coming out. It's kind of like a parody of that. And he's trying to get into theater in New York, which is a completely different acting game, I'm guessing. And he, like, just pumps his heart and soul into this whole play that he, like, wrote, or he didn't write, he adapted it from a book. I forget which book it was, but yeah, he did that and, like, funded the entire thing. But at the same time, he's having, like, doubts, like, should he become Birdman again? And he's, like, dealing with the irrelevancy and stuff, and just the changing outlets of media and whatnot. It's a pretty cool movie. I have no idea how long I've been recording for, so yeah. Sorry if this is a really long episode. Okay, so we have these, as you can see. Now I'm going to just put a back door for safety reasons. For the shop owners, in case there's, like, a fire or something. There's, like, a rule. I don't think it applies to little shops and airports, but in houses there has to be at least 2 exits in a house. So if you see a house with only 1 exit, it's breaking a code of some sort. Building code. Alright. So we've got that done. Now I guess I'm going to do it on the other side. So I'm going to do what I just did and then cut back when I'm done doing it on the other side, like I said. So see you when I'm done that. Okay, I'm back. And as you can see, I pretty much duplicated what I did on that side, only on this side. I was thinking, and this is probably going to change next episode. Not much, and by change I mean probably one of these stores are going to go, and this is just going to become an open area, because I was thinking of what to put in this area. This area is probably going to be a waiting area for different gates and whatnot, so there's going to just be seating, lots and lots of seating, bathrooms probably at that end, and this is just going to be a big open area where you can sit, just look out, kind of like a little mini atrium on either side of the airport. But that's pretty nice. But other than that, that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm gonna make one right after this one, because one of the benefits of recording with Fraps is that the file type it saves it as, which I think is just an MP4, it doesn't have to process for some reason when I load it into my video editing program, shitty Windows Movie Maker, which is nice. When the files that my HTTPVR records, the file type that uses, it takes like an hour for me to process videos within, or not an hour, but like half an hour maybe, to process videos within Movie Maker. But these, I just drag it into the editing program, and it immediately lets me play around with it. It doesn't have to like load anything, which is nice. So these are gonna come out a little bit faster now. That I don't have to wait that long for editing and whatnot. So yep, this has been Colonial Puppet. Be sure to check out the next episode when it comes out, which is going to be really soon, probably right after this one. I'll catch up and start making these faster. Been kind of slacking on these projects and whatnot, but yep. Be sure to check out the previous episodes if you want to follow along. And other than that, that's all I have to say. This has been Colonial Puppet. Have a good day.